Back to Woodbridge Center. What has changed here? Woodbridge Center. I'm back here again just to see what's been going on here. And I thought this Chinese place next to Macy's was closed. But I think they were just off for the day. They're going to return back the next day, I guess. Yeah, a lot of businesses here are closed, or some are just have different mall hours. And yeah, this mall pretty much looks the same from when I was here last November. I did the vlog right before Black Friday. And this place is somewhat staying afloat. This mall was owned by Rouse Companies, and then was owned by GGP, and then Brookfield Properties, and is now owned by Spinoso Management. I don't know too much about Spinoso. This is a new company I've heard of. I guess from looking at the malls that they own, it seems like they do okay. I mean, they're not Kohan or Namdar. And wow, look at the furniture in this place. What on earth is this stuff in here? My goodness. It looks like the stuff they have at American Dream, like the furniture to sit on in the mall section. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, bro. Yeah, I would never in my wildest dreams buy furniture out of that store. That is just awful. So I went down the stairs here at the mall, and they have some more of that gaudy, ugly furniture inside what used to be the Wendy's in here. Yeah, this Wendy's closed some years ago. This place called Castle Furniture. And I was just looking inside of there. I was like, what on earth is this furniture? Oh my god. That stuff is terrible. You gotta be kidding me. Ain't no way somebody's gonna waste money buying furniture like that. Maybe American Dream, maybe they can buy that and put that in their little upscale mall section as furniture to sit down on. But ain't no regular human gonna buy furniture in there. I see a place here called Make Event and Friends. Don't know what the hell that is. Yeah, there's a lot more local places at this mall than national places. I mean, I still see Victoria's Secret still here. And then I seen Bath and Body Works, Champ Sports. Yeah, they still have Foot Locker. And yeah, man, I don't know how I feel about Woodbridge Center today. If 20 years ago I found the mall was going to turn into this, I would have laughed. But this is real, and this is happening in real time. Like, this mall ain't what it used to be. Straight ahead is this place called, it's another furniture store called the Flash Outlet. I don't know what this is. I think this was here before. This took over what was Forever 21. And on the windows, it still had the Forever 21 logo on it. They never took the logos off. At least the furniture ain't as bad as the other place. That's all upstairs from the Macy's. I still don't understand the furniture that they have here. And it's still a Foot Locker, and right next to Foot Locker used to be Burger King, which closed some years ago too. Yeah, it was always hitting when you went to that Burger King, man. It still looks so old school in there. It was like a dark, old style Burger King. And it's completely gone. And the rest of this Sears wing is just completely dead. Or you just have a bunch of like regular stores. There's that Bakaboza store, which I proclaimed as something out of Sanford and Son with the furniture in there. And then they got this place called Deals, whatever that is. There used to be the shoe department company place, and Deals got that because they were at Brunswick Square when I did the vlog there last November. LensCrafters is still here. That's good news. Cause I've got my prescription glasses out of that particular LensCrafters way back in the day. That's been there ever since A&S was in this wing. And I like how, speaking of A&S, I like how the Sears, the A and the S is lit up. I don't know if they did that to pay homage to A&S, being that they're the original anchor in this building. And it's still empty in here. There's still no ward damage. Downstairs is lit, but later on in the video, I went upstairs and the upstairs part was like completely dark. So, I mean, I really do hope something does take over that store. I mean, it'd be nice if they had like Von Maur come into this mall, but that store's way too upscale for this area. It'd probably do better at Menlo Park. It's say if they were to open one. Rather than here at Woodbridge, because I really don't see another anchor coming into this mall. Because they did announce that Lord & Taylor was going to be taken over by like a medical kind of place. Which I think is like similar to what I saw when I went to Moorestown last year. Because the old Sears there was converted to Cooper Health, whatever place it was. And yeah, that's your anchor inside a mall, a medical place. So right here is the Lord & Taylor wing. There's not much going on here. I mean, the foot traffic today in this mall, I mean, I went here around 4 o'clock on Monday. Yeah, it was very quiet in here. Every time I come here, it's very quiet. I just remember the days when this mall was thriving. And this place used to be packed. And it took you like 20 minutes to get a good parking spot wherever you park by. You didn't want to walk far into the mall or one of the department stores that were here. Yeah, because I remember when I first got my car, I went here, it took me like 20 minutes to find parking just to get inside Sears. So you know that's how big Woodbridge Mall was back then. And back then, that mall was making Menlo Park look like nothing. I mean, when I say Menlo Park, I'm talking about the old Menlo Park. When it was one floor and it was somewhat dying towards the end of the 1980s. Yeah, it was hitting different. So yeah, right there, that's the Lord and Taylor. Still have the signage everywhere on the building, inside and out. And yeah, I mean, yeah, that's how it is. So right up here, this is the Boscov's wing, I want to say. And it's just a lot of local businesses again. There's nothing. There's a few national stores, but mainly everything is local. That's the theme of this mall right now. And it's so weird, like, they don't have too many food places to eat like they used to before. And it was like, oh, well, this mall needed a food court. Well, if you saw my vlog a few weeks ago, I went to the Lehigh Valley Mall out in Pennsylvania. That mall doesn't have a traditional food court, but that mall is doing very, very well. So I don't really think a food court really matters. It's just, this mall needs more random sit-down restaurants, some more entertainment. I mean, that's the only way this mall is gonna stay surviving, or else that's it. And then also, I feel like also, this mall needs to keep all the anchors there. Right now, I feel the strongest anchor in this mall right now is Boscov's and Dick's. Even though they don't have the House of Sport concept, it's just a regular Dick's store, but it seems to be doing pretty well. And right straight ahead is a new store here, Anime Avenue. I don't know, yeah, it's a whole bunch of anime stuff. So if you're an anime fan, I would definitely check it out. They closed Easy Pickens. I didn't even know Easy Pickens was still around. I mean, that's an old school ass store. I mean, that's been around since like the 1980s. I remember the commercials on TV. I didn't even know they still had Easy Pickens in like 2026. And next to that Easy Pickens was a Skechers store, which they closed as well. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know what's happening with this mall. Yeah, I don't know why it zoomed out. Alright, that's much better. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with Woodbridge Center. It's not what Menlo Park is 2 traffic lights away. I'm telling you, you go to Menlo Park, it's like, you go to this mall on the same day, you're going to see the night and day difference between both of these places. Yeah, I mean, even though Woodbridge has Dave & Buster's, I like Round 1 better at Menlo. That place is far more cooler than Dave & Buster's, in my opinion. I used to like Dave & Buster's. Well, I mean, since they opened this one here, I've never been to this one. The only one I went to was the Palisades Center up in Nyack, New York. And I haven't been to one since. I won't even go to the one in Freehold even. But that Round 1 place, man. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to go there like on an off day and just chill for a few hours, play some arcades, and just have a blast. Yeah, we got some more local businesses. Watani Jewelers, I guess. I see it's like an Indian run jewelry store. That's been here at the mall for a while. They still have H&M, which is good. It's not like H&M always hangs around like a somewhat dead mall. And yeah, the rest of this mall is just, yeah, I remember the Mobile Express fix. That used to be Lindt chocolate back in the day. Yeah, still have lids here. And then walking down the Sears wing is just completely dead. It's just, I mean, they closed the FYE. If you remember my video from last November, it was about to close. So that's a shame. Yeah, it's gone. I don't know what's up with the FYEs closing so much. Because in a few malls it does pretty well. But a lot of these dead malls, they're just closing and dropping like flies. Yeah, they got a guest store, Aeropostale, a little arcade, of course, Dave and Buster's, and that's it. Yeah, this Sears wing is just gone. Yeah, they really need to put an anchor here. And I'm really kind of shocked they didn't do Primark over here when the Sears was kind of dying. I don't know. It's either that or they're waiting to go into Menlo down the road, maybe. Who knows? Look at this fountain. I always forgot there was a fountain outside this Sears. It's just bone dry. Not even a drop of water. What a shame. They show off every fountain in this mall. They didn't get rid of the fountains. They just completely turned them all off. What a sad state of affairs here. It really breaks my heart because, this mall was a powerhouse. Once the doors opened in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, even though they have significant anchor changes in the 90s, this place was still performing very well. And then it just went upside down. And that's the inside of the Sears here. The lights are out. Last time I was here, the lights were on. But still, no war damage or nothing. But anywho, I thank you all for watching this vlog. Like, subscribe, and favor. And I'll see you guys on the next one.